I just wondered to myself, who's going to be punished by, like, the gangs? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure they had people on the payroll. You know what I mean? Tuesday. Good life, good life, good life, good life, good life. Bum, 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 bum. Interesting. No. Stairwell. Let's take a peek. Maybe we can see in the window. Hang on. Yes, I am here, and I got you. Hey, Aaron, what's happening, brother? Oh, what happened to Carla? Not that I'm took a day off. Okay. And not that I'm not happy to have you. I am thinking we're going to be doing the 101 in Hollywood. If that is the question, we will be there for the top of the hour. First traffic hit. So that's where the World Cup is going to be at SoFi? 101 Hollywood, sir. 101 Hollywood. Doesn't matter. We're talking about all that freeway. Skyfox very inclusive when it comes to traffic. Yes, we you know, impartial. Partisan. What is that? It's partisan, right? That's the right word? Yeah, partisan. Partisan traffic. will fight for you. Public storage. Kick. Is it like a long weekend or something? Why is there no traffic? Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, favorite day indeed. Car wash day also. And take a look at this. Are the traffic gods smiling on the 101? I think so. I'm actually wondering, is there something going on that I don't know about? The ride on that 101 through Hollywood this morning, fantastic. Take a look at that. That's going to be south of the Vermont off-ramp in those taillights, southbound. Usually this area very slow. This morning, moving well north and southbound on that 101 from the 110 all the way out to the valley and beyond. That 101 drive looking fantastic. If that's your ride, it's going to be fantastic indeed. Let's send it back to Bob and Jen, and good morning. It was, yeah, it was. Actually, now that I think about it, 15 minutes is 15 minutes. Yeah, I was about 15 minutes early. And I went shopping before I went home. So, yeah, it was a quick ride for sure. Oh, where is our location today? Today it's going to be in Eagle Rock. Let me, where is it? There it is. 4680 Eagle Rock. 4680 Eagle Rock. 4680 Eagle Rock. It's going to be Eagle Rock, I believe. Yeah, it's up by Eagle Rock. So over by like south of the 134. Oh, way south of the 134. It's probably on the other side of that hill. We can wait till the sun comes up a little bit more. It is a diner that specializes in pinball. I'm sure Desmond's been there, you know, I don't know. Sloth. Woo, that's what I was looking for. Chow. No, stop it. How many times have we been at this spot? Hey, good morning, Chris. What's out there? I know 7's out that way. We might not be able to get a signal. It's about 40 minutes, depending upon where in Murrieta, but it's about 40 minutes. We'll go if we have to, that's for sure. No stringer footage? Guess not. If 7's going, probably not. They're probably waiting to see what 7 finds, and then after that, that's when they'll make their decision. I understand. Chris, if you'd like me to pass that along, that I'm sure they have that. I'm sure they are on that same page, but I can pass it along. Hey, assignment desk, Chris. The sooner we make a decision, the better it probably will be for everybody. Copy. I know 7's out there, or trying to get out there with their... Okay. Yeah, sure they are. Exactly. Using every dollar to line our pockets and to put it back into the Socialist Party. Right. I have no Claritin. Sorry. Clearly no Claritin. In order to service, or in order to receive your tag, staff will set up in the loading dock 5 times between now and June 1st. On the 13th, the 15th, the 16th, the 29th, and the 30th, between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., other times will be considered based on how many vehicles receive tags on those days. As the tags are non-transferable, staff will place the tag on your vehicle and record your vehicle's information. On or about June 1st, all remotes will be shut off and all vehicles with tags will be able to enter the garage. You know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's wonderful. Yeah. Opens the but see we had that over at Circa, and it's, how can I word it? The problem that I came across, well, first of all, the fact that they stick it to your vehicle, I'm not really thrilled with, but I found a workaround on that, and I'll probably do the same thing with this one, is I'll just put it on, like, you have to put a placard on your car where you park, so I'll probably just stick it to the back of the placard and just pull it out when I get to the gate. But yeah, it's like a bar, but it's like those, it's like the thing in your credit card or the theft detection at, like when you walk out and the alarm goes off, it's kind of the same thing. It's just like this sends out this frequency that opens the garage door. So, but what happens is, if it doesn't work, then the person in front of you just sits there a lot of times and does nothing to get the garage door to open. And then you just sit behind that other person and then you wait. And the other issue was over at where I used to live was, I guess you would call the front desk and then the front desk would let you in, right? But for some reason they disabled that, and I don't know how ours is going to do that. Anyways, we'll just see. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. Our next one is going to be the beautiful 60 Freeway in my favorite city of Hacienda Heights. 60 Hacienda Heights. There you go. You introduced yourself this, and I'm very bad with names, but don't say it yet. I believe your name is Aaron? Hey, got it. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. That's been so long ago. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. No, that was a girlfriend. But yeah. No, it's all good. All good. We've broken up since. I miss her, though. And I'm gonna shoot with the sun to the back. It's too. It's not sexy. It's too white. Yeah. It's too much white light. Not enough yeller. All right, so 13, 15, 16, 29. I wonder if those are weekends. No. Well, that means like when I get home, I can, yeah, maybe I'll go stop by. Nah, this is fine. There's nothing going on. The freeways are wide open. Nope. Trust me, nope. Right. And they have it like a quarantine also. Oh, wait. Aaron, is this one sponsored? Next one is copy all, thanks. Copy. Okay. I'll make it quick. Maria's hair looking cute. I have a feeling. morning, everybody. Yeah, this is going to be, it's super light today. I'm actually wondering, what are we missing? Because it seems like the roadways are wide open and moving well. Here's another fine example of that, what we've been seeing. 60 Freeway, Hacienda Heights. You know, this is one of my favorite spots. But on the right side of the screen, that's going to be the westbound. Usually right in this area, we see a little bit of slowing. Take a look at that. You've got good spacing, freeway speeds as you're heading over to the 605 from the 57, and the vice versa, eastbound, even with that beautiful sunrise, still moving along super well. Very light traffic indeed. If that 60 ride is your ride, you've got it made. I'm not sure, are we sending it to break or are we going to be sending it back to the desk? But at any rate, we're going to be here when you get back. We're going to go check out some commercials, but Good Day LA will continue after that break. Sorry about that, Aaron. I was waiting for you to get in my ear. Oh, it's all good. Cabio. That one always catches me off guard. Let's try to get to the 57. Yeah, we got it. We got it. They're going to come back. They'll probably do a couple things, and then usually they'll blindside me, but it's all good. Yeah. And you know, and that's again, maybe it's just from being, you know, being a cog in the machine for so long, or however you want to word it, or just common sense. But it's like all these ads, even the stuff that I want to hear, it's like all I hear is propaganda. You know, all I hear is wording that was set up to, you know, to trigger response, you know, trigger an emotional response. And I guess it's just the way the world is, you know. Just play the game or sit it out. One away, it's going to be the 57. Just play it safe. Just call it Diamond Bar. 57 Diamond Bar. Quack, quack. Yep. Starting to hit the brakes, Brea. We got accidents down there? What's going on? Not, oh, man, it looks, yeah, that's heavy traffic. Stand by. Go Ducks. That's all I got to say. And Wild Wings, love you. Let's take a look at some traffic. This Skyfox traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. We found it. We found it. We're talking about how awesome the ride was and all those freeways. Found that traffic. Southbound 57 coming away from the 60. You can see it right there. Brea Canyon's where you're going to start hitting the brakes. Not sure if there's a crash or what the problem is, but very slow and go and very heavy. The farther you move south towards that 91, it seems to get worse and worse. So keep that in mind. If this is your ride this morning, maybe the 605 might be a better take, depending upon where you want to be. Northbound, looking fantastic. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Let's go see if we can see what the problem is. Yeah, that's it. It's become more of a sports thing rather than politics. It's like we need to bring politics back. Yep. And it's like what your opinion is, and then it's become more of a control. You know, it's not. It's like you said. It's gotten away from serving the people and more about just taking control and keeping control. And you know, and basically, it's like, look, we get control of this. We got this entire empire that we basically sit on and make the rules. And it's like, I guess that's too tempting. There's a lot of influence, and then there's a lot of, and then also it's like we have got it too good, you know. It's like nobody really knows what's going on, and nobody really, and a lot of people don't care. You know, it's not like, you know, they just think that no matter what, we're going to wake up, the lights are going to be on, and we're going to have our freedoms. And you know, it might not be true. You know, I don't think anybody realizes what it could be, or so many people don't realize. What's up? We are going to be 57. Are we coming up that close? We're going to stay on the 57, but now we're going to be in a beautiful Garden Grove area, looking for what the traffic problem is, and there isn't one. Garden Grove. Just high volume. Just park here, please. Pretty please. Yeah. but it's not our fault. Yeah, right. Well, welcome to my world. I think what happens is a lot is it's like you said, somebody becomes disgruntled because it's expensive or this or that, right? So they go to, if they do it that way, they don't sit there and take responsibility, but they go to the government and they say, hey, why is this happening, right? And what do you think they're going to say? They're going to say, oh, it's our fault. They're going to say, oh, it's, they'll point the finger. That's it. It seems like I'm watching too, but it seems like New York is imploding. Pickleball. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. If you saw that last traffic hit, we were talking about that 57 southbound. Couldn't figure out why it's so slow. We thought maybe there's a crash out there because all the other freeways, or most of the ones we've been seeing, wide open and moving well. The 57, the only one that we found with traffic, and you can see it right there. Now, this is going to be in Fullerton, but as you make your way farther south over to the 91, it does open up just as soon as you pass that 91. If there was a crash here that cleared, that could be the issue. Either that or just really high volume. Give yourself extra time if that southbound 57 through the Fullerton area is your ride. If northbound is your ride on that 57, forget about it. Look at that. Wide open, moving well. Sending it back to you all in the studio. Good morning, Jen and Bob. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Tuesday. They sometimes come up with the craziest names in these type of communities, but these don't have crazy names. These are all trees. Pepperwood, Northwood, Cedar Hill, Club, Sycamore, Oak Glen. Yeah, some of them are really funny. Let's get on the 91, start wandering to the west again. Yeah. This is what I have gleamed. Like, this is the thing, and again, I'm glad I'm not making those decisions for the show, but what I've seen from the past is a lot of times if there's a shooting on the freeway, depending upon the severity of it, and it's like in one of those, like the 15 out in the middle of nowhere, they clear those up pretty quick. They clean those up quick. We've chased those in the past, and by the time we got there, nothing there. We can cut the corner if you want. was probably nothing. That's why I'm saying, I wonder, you know. I wonder if there's going to be retribution. Right, that's what I'm saying. No. Which one are you talking about? Oh, you governor. You're talking about the governor in New York. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Well, she actually came out and was saying, first she was like, see you later, bye, and now she's like, oh, call your friends in Florida and tell them to come home. Tell them to come back. It's like, oh yeah. And that was kind of the, even my dad said that to me one time, like before he passed. He was like, because I'm very anti-socialism. I'm very I'm a capitalist, period. And, he said it. He was like, socialism would help a lot of people. Wouldn't help me, but would help a lot of people. It is going to be the 5 drive, and picking the 5 north for right now. And Buena Park. Buena Park. It's the good park. Yep. Just park here, and then we can pick up the 91 again. You know what? I don't know why I didn't do the 91. We didn't do the 91 yet. Whatever. Got the hair whipping in the wind. Sponsored copy, Morgan & Morgan. Is that a lady? Oh. Oh, we're just watching somebody having some fun down there on that 5 drive this morning. Didn't mean to call her out. think it's a she because we're watching that hair whipping in the wind. We're seeing if we could find out. Anyhow, we're talking about Morgan & Morgan sponsoring this traffic. Thank you guys at Morgan & Morgan and gals for bringing us some traffic. We're taking a look at that 5 drive. We're in Buena Park. And is the ride good? Yes. Yes, it is. Another one of those freeways where you're expecting to see a lot of delays, a lot of slowing. This one, again, all green. That 5 drive through the Buena Park area, bringing yourself into the OC or out of the OC, depending if you're going northbound. That ride looking fine this morning. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots, though, shall we? In Morgan. Yeah. Let's do 91 over to the 710. Chocolate here. Bring that chocolate here. Yeah, so typical. Got enough internet to play the commercial, but when it comes to time to actually see the show, let's see. What do we got going on here? What's our group? Our group cussing me out for talking all this politics this morning? Yeah, that's right, Wayne. That's the first thing I read there. Jen? I'm kind of more on that side. You are correct. Turners. That's interesting. There's a gun shop in Torrance, and apparently, like, a lot of the guns that wind up in crimes come from that shop. I think we shot that store before from the air. Wasn't that the one where somebody broke into and they had like an armed suspect inside the store? Shocking. That's not cool. Why would you throw a rock at a seal? Guy needs mental help. I'm rich. I have money. I can be cruel to animals. Yeah, what a jerk, exactly. Yeah. That was terrible. I just pissed in my Cheerios. I think we got one more before the top of the hour, don't we? Let's just park here before we run out of freeway, please. It is going to be the 91 in Compton. '91 Compton. It's got to be nuts. Knots. Live pest free. Jacoby and Myers. Coming up, LA Sparks. Oh, we got another, see what the names of the streets are here. Oh, these are all avenidas. Calle Reyes. Domingo, Catalina, Bernardino, Alfonso. Oh, miss my dog. Hey, good morning, Maria. Definitely feeling that weather change. There's no doubt about that. The sun's up, and it is looking good. The 91 in Compton. Hey, Miss Bucky, looking good, too. And you can see it right there. Westbound, yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more of that quote-unquote, I'm doing the air quotes, you can't see me, normal traffic. Westbound coming away from the 710 over to the 110 freeway. Getting a little bit of slow in there on that 91. No crashes, just high volume, and people deciding to drive a little more cautiously and slow, creating that backup. Now, if you're headed eastbound, definitely bring those sunglasses. It's going to be a beautiful day, and that ride eastbound on that 91, fantastic as well. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning, Bob and Jen. There we go. The firepower. Pleasant odor is half. Whoop. From where? If it's from us, there it is. What do you got? Is that us? No, not us. Yes, yes, yes. Ugh. Tell them where to stick it. Oh, Sarah. Bill, I picked the 710, and we're going to be right here. So if I'm going to look north, Bell Gardens, Bell Gardens, Bell Gardens, Bell Gardens, Bell Gardens. Almost 7, and we're going to start the 8. Hot mamas. I wonder if I should do the interior cam and do the air quotes. Okay. I'll see how this works. I'm going to do it in the raw, no practice. Do it live. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we're taking a look at that 710. You know, we were talking about how light the traffic was this morning, but that 710 has become the normal type of traffic pattern. We're taking a look at what we're seeing right there southbound. We're in the city of Bell Gardens and making our way from the 5 over down to what is it hit down there? Is it 105? Yeah, down to the 105. It's looking like it's going to be a tough drive, starting to really slow down. You can see some of that backup already starting to form right there. Now, if it's northbound, there is a little bit of slowing on that 710 down towards Long Beach, but it's kind of the opposite. By the time you hit that 105 and you start heading north, it looks like a fantastic drive. Only gets better as you get farther to the north. Sending it back to you all in the studio. Good morning. How was that, Sarah? Shocking? Did we scare? Did we scare some of the viewers off? Made babies cry? Go to the circus, get a bag of peanuts, go across the way, grab a burger. It's a perfect night. Right? Yeah, see? Right? How many times have we been here? Never, ever, ever, ever. What are you thinking, like 10, and then 10 over to the 5, and then the 5 up towards the 2, and then the 2 over to the, or do you want to just go direct? I don't know. I think we can go direct. Let's just go direct. It's Bill. The news seems light today, so they probably will do the one before the sponsored. We'll figure it out. I have every bit of confidence in you. Part of his derangement. China. Yeah, that's the one where you just got to wonder and worry and think to yourself, what did they do to that aircraft? Right? Well, that's kind of the thing too. Is like I wonder, was it? That's it right there. Connor's Plumbing, but right in the front, the pinball. The pinball. What time is it? What time is it on Earth? 7:08. 7:08. Let's come back. Come back. Come back. Ooh, you're making it difficult for me. Eagle Rock and Westdale, Eagle Rock and Westdale, Eagle Rock and Westdale, Eagle Rock and Westdale. Yeah. You got Waltz and Plumbing, Fine Wine, Hot Dogs, Pinball. And they also have, I guess, photo booths in there now, too. Got a lot of seating outside, but you'd figure everybody would be in there playing pinball. Pa-ting, 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 pa-ting. 21 and over. I didn't know that they could do that. Then this is a bar. Pinball. Cold beer. All right, I think we got enough. I thin. Begged for it. What? I agree. Because even if the next person that gets voted in has the same agenda, it's still a different time and a different person. You know what I mean? And they might have a, oh, we got bugged. We might have a different view on how to handle things. Right. And a lot of that, right, and also a lot of, like stagnant, exactly, because you've got a lot of that mentality of, well, I've been doing this for so long and it's been, nobody's complaining, so, you know what I mean? So why should I stop? Right. It got me here, and this is what people know me for, and that's that. What do we got there? Ugh. Ready or not? Break down. Go ahead and give it to me. How about we have all of them gone by the Olympics? Yes. Oh, yeah. Does she live in her district? I don't think so. Woo! Go Spencer. ¿Dónde? No, you're not. I see the smoke. It's coming out from underneath the freeway. Under the freeway, that's where I live. Okay, here we go. It's coming out both sides. Now, we got to keep everybody cooked. That's interesting. Fire! Fire! This is in the beautiful city of Los Angeles. This is on... Oh, well, you got a freeway right there. Right? Don't want anybody to get this is on the 10 freeway, and that is what street, Stu? That is Los Angeles Street. There you go. Ten freeway, Los Angeles. 10 freeway, downtown. 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 Fire. Do, do, do. I think it is. I think it is. Yep. I think that would take care of a lot of problems. I agree. Fire's going to be out. What are you blocking the on-ramp? Yeah, this will be out by the time we go live. It's out now. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do a mayor joke. It was a fire, but no mayor joke. I wanted to do a mayor joke. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Skyfox Traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. Taking a look at that 10 drive. We also have the 110 in that shot as well, but we're going to focus on that 10. This is going to be through the downtown Los Angeles area, making your way past that and out towards the west. Take a look at that. Wide open, moving well, but don't be fooled. Just don't do it. You're going to hit the brakes right around Arlington. It's going to be super slow and go as you make your way out towards the 405. There you go. You can start seeing the brakes right there, and it stays that way to the 405. If eastbound is your ride from the 405, wide open. Moving very well until you get over here by the 110. That's when that slowing starts, and it stays that way over to the East LA interchange. Depending upon your ride, just give yourself a little extra time on that 10 this morning. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. You're welcome. It's always nice to be appreciated. Ugh, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Which one? Wilshire 1. That is an apartment building. I watched them build it. They built that thing within a year. The cool thing about them is you can walk right out and you're in the mall. That's a mall down there. There's a Target, bunch of food, like a food court. Yep. Look at that. They had a corner one available too. 2 corner ones available. Stu didn't rent. Hindsight, sometimes I think maybe I should have rented. Right? I like the song by the Beastie Boys. Oh, it's sabotage. Let's go check in on my Spencer Pratt for mayor sign. Want to see what it looks like in the sunlight. Beautiful morning light. Look at that. There you go. It's got the little hummingbird on it. Okay. Okay. Homeless person dead. 6-1 and Fig. We're on our way. Highland Park is to the north, brother. Standing after landing. Get out there and run. Run. You better run. The conveyor belt. The conveyor belt. Train. Train's the 5-point favorite, just letting you know. This is a train versus pedestrian in the Highland Park area. Whee! Toss to Maria. Let's park somewhere right in here because I don't know where the body is and I don't want to show that on air. I found the body and it looks like they are working on him, but there's a lot of blood, like a lot of blood. A lot of blood, and they're doing CPR. We can kind of split it right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Critical condition. LA City Fire Department here on scene. Highland Park. Highland Park. North Figueroa Avenue 61. Avenue, Highland Park. Highland Park. We got people coming off the train. Yay, anchors. Yeah, this is perfect. Found it. Is that the H? Yeah, they're trying, but they're not. It's not going to happen. Copy all. To Maria. Got it. Hey, good morning, everybody. Just another day, and just another warning to be careful out there, everybody. This is going to be Metro Rail. This is Metro train versus pedestrian. That pedestrian in extremely critical condition, so much so that we're not actually even going to push in on it. But LA City Fire Department out here feverishly working to keep that victim alive. You can see them in that corner right there. Ambulance is ready to take that victim to a local hospital. Now, that train apparently on its way to Long Beach. That's going to be the Metro Rail right there. Folks on board it, we're actually getting off the train and walking over to the next train station. We actually had a shot of them just moments ago, the large group. They're probably there already. This is also on Figueroa, right at Avenue 61. If Figueroa is your ride through the Highland Park area, this is going to be closed for some time because there definitely is going to be an investigation after they take that victim to a local hospital. Again, it is a train versus pedestrian. Right now, that pedestrian in critical condition. LA City Fire Department working to keep that person alive. I'm Stu up in Sky Fox. We're going to send it over to Maria for some weather. You're welcome. Thank you. Let's wander over. Let's see what they're doing. I just want to. I'm listening to them. I haven't heard them yet. If they come to us, I'll definitely won't show it. They might have already taken us. Oh, man. I'm wondering if that's a child. Sponsors coming up. 744 copy. We'll probably be on the 110. Yep, Jacoby and Myers. I hope that's not a kid. I saw like the torso and the legs. And they are working like. Fun story, that's not us. No, I'm not a ghoul. I just want to see if it's a child. Yeah, this person has passed. But the reason that they're working so hard is when I'm thinking again, maybe this is a kid, like a teen. Yeah, we don't need to see that, Stu. I can't tell. Let's go. Looks like heavy head trauma. I wonder that same thing. And then I also think to myself, it might just be a lot of just, self-inflicted, nice way of saying suicide. Somebody's child regardless, Maybe they are, maybe they're not. You know, I mean, they saw it, and they also know, too, it's like, what can you do? Let's park here. I'll do like a long shot. It's going to be Jacoby and Myers. I'll do the traffic making its way by stadium. Yeah, if we stay here, I can also do the tunnels. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Doesn't look like enough chocolate between you and I. I don't know if you can see the off air. I hope it's not. Mark, I hope it's not. Gone in 30 seconds. No, no, I think we're coming up. action. We are taking a look at the beautiful Elysian Park 110 Freeway. 110 Freeway, Elysian Park. Work, work, work. Hey, good morning, everybody. This traffic report brought to us by Jacoby and Myers, Injury Lawyers. Looking for that traffic? We found it. That's going to be the 110 Elysian Park. That's going to be southbound. We're right by the tunnels, right by Dodger Stadium, and also right by the 5. You think after you pass that 5 freeway interchange, that 110 would open up and move smoothly. No, not today. Very slow and goes. You make your way down to that 4 level and maybe even beyond. Now, if northbound you ride and you're going through those tunnels, I'm a little jealous, but also I can tell you that ride looking fantastic. Look at that. That's going to be freeway speeds or better, and it stays that way as you make your way. If you're staying on that 110, you make your way up to Pasadena. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Yeah, one more. Well, no, we got 2 more. No, we got no more in this hour, and then we got 2 more. We got top of the hour and one after. One after. Headed to the beach. You know, maybe what they should do, and again, look, I'm just a dude sitting in a helicopter, is like, they should make like a fund, you know what I mean? Like say, and you know, big city like this, I mean, I'm not talking like $1 million, I'm talking like real money, right? Like 100 million, maybe even $1 billion, depending upon the city, right? And then they say, we got this chunk of change set aside for, you know, whatever you guys want to do with it. You know, do you want to fund health care for everybody? Do you want to fix the roads? Do you want to, you know, house all the homeless? Do you want to give away free needles to everybody? You know what I mean? And just say, look, you've got this chunk of money. You guys make the decision. You know? And then you guys can fight over that while the adults take care of business. You know what I mean? Next level. Tell me about that, Jen. And then there's people that just sit here and just write stuff. You know what I mean? They just write stuff, trying to get a reaction. Interesting. Ooh, a starry night. That would be nice. You got to go somewhere to do that. Hey, does anybody know really what this site's supposed to be? What we're doing here exactly? I'm just kind of curious because, some people might not be well informed, or maybe there isn't a disclaimer underneath here because basically, what's going on, what we're looking at, what we're doing, how you're seeing it, why we're here, I don't think anybody's forcing anybody to watch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We're going to take the 10 over to the 405. Nice. What are we going to go look at? I know. Jen, I know. I know. I know. And SETI? Maybe a little of both? Wayne knows the drill. When I really get into it, believe me, I mute the mic. USC, University of Spoiled Children. Oh, what are they building? A little stage? I wonder if that's temporary. One in 5 people think they have psychic abilities. No. What could we be in trouble for? Jen, you're not the only person that has mentioned that in the past, trust me. And boy, I can get on some of them sometimes. On and 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 on. I know. I'm starting to wind up on that kind of route going home, and my my amusement is reading the graffiti, and then seeing. And now I'm trying to figure out if there's an actual schedule when they paint over it. You know what I mean? Because it's like you get it all graffitied up, and then all of a sudden it's tan again. And they start over. But now I'm starting to do the, is it once a month? Is it every other month? Is it, paint when needed? One of the artists was getting political recently, which was interesting. I like the artwork, and then there was somebody that's I forgot. Yeah, I'm bad with names, but he would sign his stuff, and he was something like the Freeway poet or something like that. Yeah. And you're sitting in traffic, you're bored, you can't really listen to. I've always find that listening to music in traffic doesn't work for me, because it doesn't relax me. Because the music puts me in a mood, and that mood is never sit in traffic. You know what I mean? Well, that's the thing. It's like everything that I like. Yeah, listen to some Oz, get some Crazy Train going, and you're like, I just want to go. And then if I listen to jazz, it's the same thing. It's like, even if it's mellow, you want to, you don't want to sit. There's no sit in traffic music. Before we land, copy all. Copy all. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So somebody's stabbing at me again. You know what? Let's talk about Stu's exes. Do you know that I am friends with all my exes? Like literally. And my last wife doesn't want to divorce me. So how about that one? What is the depth on that one from somebody who would be over 60? I mean, what are you making of that? What do you make of that? I'm curious. I want to know. Oh, my poor exes. Yes. Oh. Come hang out with me, Potato. I'm being serious. We're about the same age. You're clearly the winner. Come hang out with me. We'll go have dinner. I'd love to hear your opinions. Well, wait a minute. You just said you were 66. Now you're not? Because you were like, hey, I'm 66, clearly I'm the winner. But now you're not. Okay. All right, cool, man. Cool. Cool, cool. Well, then, youngster, you can get, you know, if you can get into a bar, maybe we should go have a drink. All right. I'd like to know when I did that. Okay. Let me tell the truth. Let's change it up. Okay. So, yeah, let's go back to the telling the truth. There you go. That's what I figured, brother. It's all good, man. It's all good. This is what I like. This is honestly what I love about the internet. I honestly love this part about the internet. But I guess maybe I'm lying about that too. So, you know. Almost. Why are you waking up all the college kids? You know, it's 8 o'clock. They should be up, you know. Well, there's on-campus dorms, aren't there? You know, this doesn't count as going to college. I'm just putting it out there. I am goofy. What are you talking about? No, Stu doesn't read the chats. He definitely doesn't. Actually, I have my chat set up to only read the SETI web. That's it. That's the only. Those are the only comments I read. I don't know, man. Potato, I don't know how fast you can run. That's the only thing. That's you know, that's the thing right there. What are you thinking for what's coming up quick? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. It's only 02. Agitation. I Well, maybe he doesn't have, what is that called? Custody of the child, right? Or maybe it's just part-time and he didn't return them. Who knows? I don't have to harp on that, but I can, it's like the crap that I see when I drive down, when I'm stuck at the light there at MacArthur Park. Yeah, sometimes depending upon how I drive home. Oh, dude, I saw a dude die. Like literally die. Not a one and done. Not a one and done. There you go. Thank you, Jeff. Right? It's like... Skybox. TOC. Yep, you got it. Jeez. That's be... Yeah. I forget, but I know the stuff you're talking about. Right. Oh no, I hear you. There are other people that believe in that same theory. You know, it and that's the thing. Everybody's making money off of this. No, you're not the only one. There's a lot of people that think that. I'm not sure about that either. It's like, what? you know, like when they say Spencer Pratt, they're always like Spencer Pratt, the reality star. You know, it's almost like a put down. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying like Cynthia Rahman, the socialist. You know what I mean? Woo! Yeah. It's like being in elementary school. No, he said that, but I'm just saying that. No takebacks. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. This might be going a little long, but they're coming to us. Trust me. Yeah. Harvard of the West. Baller. Give me a hint where you're parked. I'm standing by. Hey, good morning, everybody. Skyvox Traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. Take a look at Bel Air and the 405. What's going on that southbound ride? Well, we know it's going to be tough, but let's talk a little actual numbers. Let's throw some facts in there, kind of like the mayoral debate. Take a look at that. So right around this corner right here, these guys going about 30, but the closer you get to the Getty Center, now you're going about 40, and then all of a sudden, well, it's going to be freeway speeds by the time you pass Sunset Boulevard. So keep that one in mind as you start making your way up that Sepulveda Pass from the 405. If you're headed the other direction, take a look at that. Wide open, moving well, and it stays like that all the way to the 118. Fantastic drive northbound. Give yourself just a little extra time on that southbound. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Parked in my usual headspace. I like that. RTB, yes sir. Yeah, it was a morning today, wasn't it? I thought it was a morning. I enjoyed it. Sad for the kid. If it was a kid, we don't know if it was a kid. Do not know that for a fact. Do not know that for a fact. I'm hoping it wasn't, of course. But, you know, like I said, it's somebody's child. Way up. Good grief. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, no. Yesterday, wait, no, that was last night. No, that wasn't last night. Yeah. The night before they probably did, but if they flew that much yesterday, that probably was because of MacArthur Park. Well, I have a feeling that that was, hang on.